Okay, I'm back. It's episode 89 of Thrift Store Show and Tell. Um, I went to 3 thrift stores yesterday. 2 thrift stores recently opened near my house, so that's been big news. Um, but yeah, I got a few things. Whatever. We'll see. You'll look at them. Okay. Um, so first I got not just one rooster, but 2 roosters. These are both very nice roosters, I think. They face the same direction. That's okay. Believe someone had gotten rid of a collection of chicken stuff because there were multiple chicken things in the thrift store. I got these. They were 50% off, so that was a good deal. I don't know why they make roosters in yellow so much. There's really not... There's like kind of yellowish brown hens, but not really yellowish brown roosters, I don't think. I don't know. Chicken people, let me know. Okay, so then I got... first I was like, oh, it's a pear. Cute. It has a candle in it. Like, not great, because that means I have to, if I use it for anything, I have to like dig the candle out. But it's from Party Light. Cute multi-level marketing scam. Anyway, whatever. 99 cents. Totally worth it to maybe have to dig the wax out at a later point. But then I found its friend, the plum, which like really has a distinct butthole. So there's that. I didn't realize that when I purchased it. Just noticed the regular plum crack. They don't. I don't know why. Maybe the leaf slipped out of the. Whatever. I guess Party Light doesn't really have good quality control. Anyway, there's that. Also has a candle I have to dig out. And the third one, which, okay, so you would think there is a pear, there is a plum. You would think the next one would be like what? Like an apple, potentially. It could also be a peach, apricot, something like that. No, what it is it is a decorative gourd. I mentioned McSweeney's before. I'm mentioning it again. I will not say the name of the article, but look up McSweeney's and decorative gourd. Again, candle, have to dig out, but I just like how someone got scammed into buying stuff from Party Light, and then they were like, how about we buy a set of 3, plum, pear, decorative gourd. Like, whatever, to each their own. Anyhow, okay, so then we got a few other things, including this angel, which you could also put a tea light in. Just everything, you just put tea lights in everything. I actually kind of like putting tea lights and stuff like that. Like that would be nice. But anyway, I wanted her for the wings more than anything. Then we have this lovely flamingo, which I'm not being sarcastic when I say lovely. I think it is very nice, although it could use a better eye. I guess you put like a sponge in here? I don't know. Let's see what it says on the bottom. Something Warehouse Trading Corp. 2006 Boston Warehouse Trading Corporation, all rights reserved, made in China. Okay, well, whatever. I assume you put like, oh yeah, see there's rust in there. You put one of those little metal scrubbers. I've never managed to figure out the best use for those. Anyway, whatever. Flamingo, great. You don't find flamingos that much, so it's fun to find them. Then we have Cinderella. I just heard something shaking around in here, so I was shaking it. Cinderella, here's her little slipper. Here's her rat pumpkin. This is also a music box. But wait. You can't wind it. It doesn't have there's no way to wind it. It just says felt on the bottom. Oh, I guess the little thing was here and it fell out. Not like I want to listen to it anyway, but we wouldn't be able to know what it played because all it says on the bottom is the Cinderella music box. Fine porcelain, Gotham, 1993. Oh wait, of course. This is how we know. Oh, whoops. Well, I believe she's been overwhelmed, potentially by me right now, or perhaps at another point in her life. I think she plays Someday My Prince Will Come, but she doesn't move around on her own because she has, you know, problems with gears. And there's also like something loose shaking around in there. So anyway, whatever. That was a really long way of saying there's Cinderella. I do think that little pumpkin mouse is pretty cute. That would be like a good thing for a miniature piece. Okay. Then I also got this flower. I've gotten this flower before. In fact, it's relative flower is sitting right here. The thing I don't get about finding these flowers is these two are completely intact, which is super rare for a thrift store because like they're porcelain petals and those just don't last. Well, this one is missing one petal, but still, like that's like pretty good. But the other thing is, I mean, I guess they were just made this way, but they were clearly stuck to something else, and whatever the something else was is gone. So anyway, I found this one. I was excited to find it because now I have two. It's always important to have multiples of things for reasons. What are the reasons? Because, why? That's why. Then we have this little owl. This owl is covering its face, but is also angry. And also someone has painted some terrible spots on it for some reason. This from like a kind of home goods place. Wow, it only retailed at $3.99. That's pretty good. I bought it for $1.50. No, I just like this dude, his little horns, his eyes. I like the wings that are covering the face. And then I think we have a couple other things in here. We have little angel playing the cello. Nice little wings, butt crack. This one has a very modeled butt. I did not really mean to show you that, but here we are. I hadn't looked, then I did, and that's what's happening. My brother-in-law plays the cello. Okay. Then I also got, so normally I don't buy new things, but sometimes the thrift store has new things. And the thing that they had was not just one ballet shoe container, but two. Okay, and so like, I'm not a fan of feet. One, I don't know what I could possibly use these for. Two, three, they are new. This one still has a tag on it. I mean, you know, I could say potentially like maybe they weren't like just a resale. Goodwill does this whole thing where they like buy up stuff at auctions and then resell it. Well, no, okay. Retail stores. Ooh, I wonder if you guys can hear the train. Anyway, there's a train going by right now, but I'm going to keep talking. So Goodwill does this thing where they buy things from auction that like retailers can't sell. And so a lot of times you go into Goodwill expecting to find secondhand items, and what you find is a bunch of like crappy new items that are kind of like at Walmart prices. It's very annoying. So this kind of could be that, but maybe not. Who knows? The point is, I bought them for $3 a piece, which I thought was a good deal. And also I had to buy them for two reasons. One, the new tag on them. You know what? I think somebody actually had these and just left the tag on them because this tag is dirty. It's also from Bogart, Georgia. But the thing is, okay, so this is a company, Debbie Lilly Design. And so I have, let's see, two sister-in-laws. And one of my sister-in-laws, who I have known this woman for, well over 20 years at this point. And I go by Deborah. Some people who are my close relatives call me Debbie. But that version of that name, only allowed to be used by relatives, is the version with two B's and an IE. And this sister-in-law, for years, whenever she references me in text messaging or sends a card to me, my name, she spells my name like this. Like, whatever. It is what it is. It's very annoying to me. I wish she would stop. Like, I've tried to gently correct her just by responding with my own name spelled correctly, and it doesn't seem to work, which irritates me. Anyway, whatever. It's not like we have a close relationship, so it doesn't matter. The other reason why I bought these ballet shoes is because when I was in elementary school and found out I was pretty good at drawing, one of the things that I drew for other girls in my class was ballet shoes. Point shoes, specifically pink point shoes, kind of like the Lisa Frank pink point shoes that were on a folder in like the late 1980s, early 1990s. But I drew a lot of point shoes that looked like this, except in pink. So when I saw these shoes, I thought of that, and I decided to buy them. That was a long rant about vases that look like shoes. You find more ceramic shoes in the world of thrifting than you think you would. Why ceramic shoes? One time I found a pair of ceramic flip-flops, and man, they were so close to the size of being able to fit on a real foot, but not quite. Anyhow, okay, last thing. The last thing I found is this crab. This is a salt and pepper shaker. It was by itself. I'm sad it was missing its partner. But I loved this, and the thing was with this crab is I saw it from across the aisle, and I was like, oh my god, a crab. And there were these two ladies who were like standing in front of said crab and just like really, really slowly looking at stuff. And so I just, kind of squeezed in to grab the crab, as they say. And the ladies looked at me like I was crazy, because I think they were like, who wants that crab? The answer is me. I want the crab. Anyway, these items are all the things that I got at the thrift store yesterday. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time for Thrift Store Show and Tell episode 90. Bye.